Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Songwoven, the Lanya expedition. I am your ever humble N.A., your narrator. I'm setting that up for future jokes.
I was like, North America?
Yeah, I was like, not available?
Non-applicable.
Not applicable.
Too many meanings.
No ass. But can we please go ahead and introduce ourselves here in order from least to greatest?
Oh, hi, I'm
No.
Damn it. No, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
You said least.
No. I take it back. Oh, 1 second here, because I've just realized on the stream that there's something that shouldn't be there. There we
What?
go.
That shouldn't be there.
But can we please let's re-
What was there? What was there that shouldn't be there?
maybe some personal information that the players should know.
I'm like, what porn did you leak to Twitch?
Were you prepping some people on your Roll20?
Emma, I just want to say I'm completely
It's
serious.
a furry. It's John Claude as a
You didn't
furry.
even roll today. You didn't even roll your luck today, Timmy.
Okay, everyone, we're restarting the stream. I'm obviously not prepared for everything that's going on. Okay.
Wait, are we really restarting?
Now that we have completely lived down what happened. Hello everyone. I'm your welcome back to Songwoven. I'm your NA, aka your
North
narrator.
We're professional, okay?
We're good. We're so good, guys. Please believe us.
There is no professional.
Can we please introduce? Jenny, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jenny, like he just said. Jenny Sherrard, and I play Cecilia Idlewind, who has her dad at home who is not okay, and her sister probably following her who is probably really mad. That's my mini character recap.
That's fair. Very legit.
I should probably go into more detail so that people if people just want to come in and watch just Clean Spirit, so that they actually know who these characters are, because it's kind of important, I think.
Yeah.
So Cecilia Idlewind is an 18-year-old cleric of the goddess of the moon, and she's on a quest right now with Jean-Claude, who she met on the road, the Lanya road, delivering moon shards across the continent. But the thing is, she stole these moon shards from her sister, who is actually the hero, the older sister, much older. She's 8 years older than her older sister, who is a hero. And because she didn't want her sister to be forced to go out and adventure anymore. Meanwhile, she also thought that she could find a better solution for their father, who has been comatose since an encounter with a monster for 2 years, which is a very long time. And so that is why she is adventuring. And we've known each other for a week, but it's been a few months of playing now because a lot happened.
And I'm Emma Ramasco. I'm the least. And I play Jean-Claude Boucheron. He is a furbolg paladin, a middle-aged man who gets drunk quite frequently, who's a member of the Grove and Guard, aka in this world, he's a park ranger. But he acts like he's a member of Secret Service with the way he takes his job very seriously. We come to find out that Jean-Claude is actually a time traveler. And he is 100 or so years into the future after trying to rescue his niece, whose name is Sylvie, from the Feywild, because back in Jean-Claude's time, children were being kidnapped by this malicious and mysterious Fey. So he is in this current timeline, just trying to get through. Meets the young Cecilia, and is given a vision of not only to help her, but soon discovers that the moon shards that Cecilia carries, that carry great power, really need to be. We have many colorful, creepy characters coming after us. So he's along with her to guide her and protect her, and to escort these moon shards across the continent. And yeah, he's got his own trauma, as we do, that could use some cleaning up in today's little indie mod.
Before we do a really clean segue into our indie mod, I guess I have to
tie it
start
up.
doing
Nice to
character
meet.
introductions. It's along with the NPCs though, so I'll start alphabetically. So we're starting with Apheus, who is a skull. Just kidding.
We love our baby.
But much like Emma stated, we are diving into a new, temporarily for a moment before we start heading back into our old ways. But we felt as if this session deemed it necessary. For today's session of Songwoven, we are using the Clean Spirit module by Cassie Mothwin.
Yay, Cassie!
It's something that I was shown by Jenny, who me and her.
I totally forgot about, like, I was like, yeah, I remember seeing this, but I thought Emma sent it. But no, I sent it ages ago,
Way too much
apparently.
credit. Way too much credit. Because this is brilliant. And also, Cassie's got another system coming out soon that me and Jenny are obsessed with. It's disgusting.
Already,
Oh,
yeah.
we need it.
We really need it, Cassie. We really deeply need it.
We have 64 followers, Cassie. Is that good enough for you? Come on.
Yeah, we just slide the money. Come on, Cassie. Come on.
Cassie, please. But we are playing the Clean Spirit module, which is supposed to encourage a which is supposed to encourage evocative, whatever the word is, emotional
Evocational magic.
These words are too big.
We are a mess tonight.
Goodness.
I know,
This
we're
is
hot.
like last time we played.
It's Cassie Melvin! There she is! Hello! I'm a big fan. She's in the chat.
Hi, Cassie.
It's supposed to evoke emotional moments, a moment of downtime of people cleaning a place together, and that in itself acting as a tender I fucking hit my mic, tender emotional situation, but between two people to draw them closer to one another. It is a role-playing game meant for 2 to 5 people, as you can see on the little graphic on the side there, and I highly recommend it. I fell in love with it just the concept alone, because me and Jenny, we usually, like in our one-on-one games, it's very slow and very, very, how do you say, very methodical. Not methodical. It's just very personal. I mean, between characters in a story, and this is something that spoke to us greatly. So, our 2 adventurers definitely need a break from everything that's been going on,
and to decompress emotionally and cleanse their souls of what little we have left.
The best thing I can possibly do is also say, hey, let's roll initiative in the middle of this game somewhere. Like, if that somehow manifests, that would just completely ruin everything.
Ow.
All right. Well, with that said, are we ready?
We're ready.
Oh, do we want to recap the last game?
I can try.
Do you have do the recap that you wrote, Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, not that it's going to matter this game because we're moving on to something else, basically. It might matter a little bit if we bring it up. But the sickly lord who we talked to told us after we called him out for hiding his Titan's fever when Claude cast Detect Poison and Disease. Found out that he infected himself and his family with Titan's fever on purpose. This rare disease that people none of us knew much about. And he did it as part of a deal, but wouldn't explain more. And since his wife really didn't want to be there, we went and kidnapped her and her brother. It wasn't kidnapping because they were willing, but whatever. We were rescuing them, and then in their sick state still, as we have them with us on our wagon running away from the guards, because this was a smart idea. Um, they mentioned something about taking down the king in revolution, and we were like, okay, we don't know what's going on anymore, and we just sent them back home.
They
It
would
was getting to be too much
would
trouble.
full lay Miz on our asses, then we were not prepared for it.
Like, I don't know what to do. Get between this noble family in this region and get chased by police again, basically. Like, we're like, you get to just take them back. So we sent them back home. And but then one of the druids of the group, the Maple Fritters, turned out to be on our wagon disguised as our cat. And
He's not our cat. Augustus is our cat.
This must be the craziest.
He looked a lot like him, though.
For like someone who's coming,
random.
for someone who's coming on for the for the first time just to watch Clean Spirit, this is must be the most craziest thing they've ever heard.
The last session was just all
Unhinged.
over the place.
Unhinged.
But the Maple Fritters, a group of, I think it was like some sort of like resistance group, like to the king, to the crown also. But they're all druids in disguise as animals and things. But we captured this cat, and his group, when his group caught up to him, they were like, hey, you should just let them go. They seem innocent enough. And so they let us go after he wanted to barter for the information we found out about the noble family who they were originally robbing from that's how he ended up on our wagon. So that's what happened last time, and it was just kind of insane.
And we need a break. We need a break.
That's like not even the craziest things that have been happening.
Okay. Well, yeah, that all definitely happened. It has been a very chaotic week for the both of you. This whole game so far has happened in a week. But we promised that the rest of the campaign is not as crazy. It's been pretty stable until they got to that one town. Not as crazy. You at least
Way more
understood the
dangerous,
craziness.
Yes, that's fair. Fair.
With that said, there are those are fireworks outside of my house. Whoa. Eagles, yeah. Dated this episode. Okay. With that said,
Sport.
Jean-Claude and Cecilia. It's a very small thing to say that this has been a very chaotic week for the both of you. This week has been filled with it began with a very big beginning, which has taken in the form of defeating a lesser evil in the middle of a forest, a beginning, a chance meeting, and the coming together for a goal, to travel across the continent of Mithrin. Now, on this adventure, you've already met a few allies, and you've come across a few adversaries of different kinds. One of lawful nature, of a knight, of guards, and others of a more malefic and mysterious nature. You have hidden from the rain. You have hidden from storms. You have saw ghosts and all manner of creatures that you have never seen before. But also, with the both of you, the two of you have never seen so much new things before. You never met so much different kind of people. You've never you've never saw the manner of things that you've seen before. Things that people can't see if they don't travel out of the comfort and safety of their own homes. On this particular day, after a particularly very chaotic, a chaotic day filled with, question mark political intrigue, question mark bandits, question mark that turn into animals, parentheses, double question marks at the end of that. It has been a very hectic week, and a part of the both of you wish that you've embedded yourselves, even temporarily, into the peaceful aspects of life where things just don't happen. The both of you definitely miss your sleepy days. On this particular day, Jean-Claude and Cecilia, as you are traveling on the Lanya Road, there's a swath of light gray clouds begin to roll over in the sky. It says, it's a suggestion rather than a threat. It's not a thunderstorm, but you think it's going to rain pretty soon. Rain is something that you two can definitely handle. You two are the toughest people that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. you two are the toughest people in this wagon, I should say.
I would argue Augustus.
Just a cat for now. But also, he's got like 16 decks, I guess. Cats are fast.
I would argue JJ's the strongest.
JJ is
He's the strongest emotionally.
JJ, my stalwart steady rock.
I'm gonna cry.
You are my steady. The suggestion then comes through, manifesting in gentle patters of rain. You have been following a river for a little bit now, and you find that the gentle patters of rain dancing along the surface of the river is quite a mystifying. It's quite a mystifying dance. Yes. Two of you haven't seen too many rivers in during the eventide. You haven't been out too much during the rain. It makes you sick. It's cold out there. It's by this point the two of you begin to seek shelter. Any kind, of any sort. That's when you are led to the gentle hamlet of Old Lucia. Old Lucia is a dusty and clockless town with humble cottages, with mud-packed roofs and brick and wood houses. You find the houses to be quite inviting, comforting. You wish you were in there, however. And usually in these gentle hamlets, you don't find too many people who run inns or who run accommodations for traveling people. So maybe the hopes aren't there. It's at this point, however, you come across something that resembles a tavern, with inviting sparkling flames coming from the inside. A inn called the Sleepy Sheep. Oh yeah, this is cozy fantasy.
The music is so it's scratching somewhere on my skull that makes me happy.
The Sleepy Sheep Inn. An inn here. What a wonderful prospect. Finding a place to park your wagons, there is a sort of it is a fairly large wooden brick inn, spanning a good distance. If Jean-Claude laid down, and we laid him down flat, like 30 times across each other.
He's like 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Furbalgs
Uh,
are big.
35 feet, 35 John Claudes. Then,
30.
it is a rather large two-tiered building with a barn, with a barn-like stable in the back. My voice broke.
I didn't
Oops.
even notice.
So tender.
Back.
Back?
Back. Okay. So it's at this point, you, after finding safety for both of your horses, Marquis and Reginald, you park yourselves in front of the inn, and you do notice that the open close sign that is supposed to be hanging on the front has fallen off and lays at the foot of the door.
I just pick it up. I can't tell if they're opened or closed, but hopefully they're open because it would be really, really nice.
I will take a peek into the door.
You take a peek into the door, and there's the inviting, flickering, transparent orange of a flame. It's so cold out, and it's so tempting.
No, we're going. Come on. Opens the door and just goes, come on, we're ushers in Cecilia. We apologize later.
In the sparky, cerebral flow of your eventide thoughts, there immediately comes a sense of wholeness, of wholesome warmth that enters you. As you see that there's an entire area with the suggestion of dining tables and chairs. Your minds warp from, yes, this is what an inn looks like. There's tables, chairs, all kinds of things, and then you go in, and it takes a second for you to realize, oh, some of the tables are flipped on their side. Some of the chairs seem to be like old and decrepit, like very noticeably like some of their like legs are bent. But right by where a big inviting fireplace is, where a flame has grown and has been fed, where you feel the flames leaping at you, becoming a part of your blood. There is a brown-haired woman with disheveled, uneven hair. There's one of her bangs is a long crest that sort of like kind of like goes down the side of her face. She has heavy bags under her eyes, and you see that she's holding a paintbrush at the moment. There's an unfinished job of her like cleaning the sort of like painting the walls in this sort of like oceanic blue color. As the two of you come in, you see she just goes, ah! And she clutches the bucket as she just kind of like she sat on top of a ladder at the highest rung.
Madame, please. We merely were looking for somewhere to stay. But pardon us. We thought we were open.
Oh,
Sorry, your sign kind of fell down out there, and so I couldn't tell for sure.
yeah, that's probably the reason why. The two of you came in. She looks past you through the door to see that the rain outside and how it's picking up. This place is an absolute mess. It has been neglected, it seems, for a good while. It's not like a hurricane came through here or anything. It's probably just age and weather and maybe some animals made their way through. Um, which, she just goes, well, if you can make your own accommodations, I'll let you stay in here. I can't promise that you'll find a clean place here. Right now, though, I'm still trying to tie the place together.
Did something happen? It looked like you had quite a party here. Maybe you could help.
Oh, he goes, the two of you travelers?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Well, this is a little unfortunate. I have just taken in this, I had just taken in this, in from my, family. I was down towards the Mander coast, and I had heard that they, left this in to me. But it's taken me a while before I actually got here to, really clean the place up and get it going, so that's why everything's in the state as it is.
Oh. Well, if you do not mind, we could just clear off a little spot for us and, take a...
Oh. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
We are very easy to be accommodated, right, Cecilia? I mean, you should have seen where I used to sleep. Was very
We've been sleeping
unfortunate.
on a wagon for like
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, you can't do that to yourself in this weather.
Yeah, no.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Make yourself
we
as
slept in a
comfortable as
haunted
possible.
house
There's
the other night.
There was a haunted house that was not really haunted, but that was really traumatic nonetheless. So, yeah. Cleaning we could do good for the mind. Yeah, but to be good. And at this, Jean-Claude is going to start unclicking his armor, taking off large metal pieces and start rolling up his undershirt so that he can, and actually his hair, which is a mess, he needs to get it cut. He's gonna pull a piece of twine out and take it back and tie it up in a little man bun so that he can do some cleaning.
As you get yourself situated, she just goes, oh, by the way, my name is Fran Verdeer.
Should have given you our names. Mon cher, I'm so sorry. I am Jean-Claude Boucheron, captain of the Govan Guard, and this is my traveling compatriot and partner.
My name's Cecilia.
Very worthy. Very worthy. Very worthy people to meet indeed. Thank you so much for popping by and using this humble abode as your abode for a bit. You're really lucky you came here. I just patched the roof, so no rain should be leaking through. Should.
It is quite. I would think if this is comable to you, would perhaps the price of our lodgings, we could do a barter of sorts.
Oh,
we could help
no.
you clean and in exchange to stay here.
That would be a great help. I can give you definitely a night's of free lodging, and perhaps I can even pay you.
No. We just need somewhere, right, Cecilia? We just need somewhere to rest, where there is no people trying to overthrow a government of sorts. Would be great. What? Okay, so I begin. He's gonna start turning over the tables.
Some of them look like they need to be repaired.
Shit, that's okay. You know something? This is what you do. I used to work actually in woodcutter business. So let me handle this. Takes out his axe and just starts hacking off the broken links. We have to reform them, Cecilia. We have to reform them.
I was planning to get new ones anyway, so...
It is perfectly good wood. We can reuse it, everyone. Come on now. We're not living in the palace. Come now.
You know, my dad's a carpenter.
Oh, shit.
So I can. He taught me a lot. I can definitely help.
Well, you could have told it to me before I started mutilating the leg of the table, but it is okay.
I was trying to, but
It's okay. I'm glad you spoke up for yourself. Okay, so it's
My-
going to move away from the table.
My father was also a carpenter. He made those chairs.
Well, my father was a woodcutter, so we're all in the business of wood, it seems. Ah, great. Common ground.
I look at looking at the chairs. Are they like? So you said some of them are like broken and things and old, but like, are they like just like normal chairs, or like they have like any ornamentation on them or anything like that?
Very specifically, they have carvings into them. Of a sleeping, like a sort of like entablature, at the sort of like crown of the chair, and in the middle is the depiction of a very cute sleeping sheep.
He goes, so this was his business then?
Mother ran the inn, but father helped. This was their This was sort of their mosaic, if you understand what I mean.
They look really nice. Are you keeping the chairs at least?
I mean, I don't think anyone could really sit on those. I guess I can learn how to make chairs, but I think it's easier to just buy them.
Probably. I just think the carvings are really cute for the name.
Yeah, that's the biggest loss for me.
Loss?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna use these chairs.
What?
Well, they're not in sitting condition, I think.
I will make it so.
You can?
The little sheep will live once more. They shall figure this out.
I would be very thankful. Are you sure you don't want payment or anything?
Okay, so, no. I'm going to focus on this stool and fixing it because it is an important chair for your family. Okay.
I can help if there is spare wood and whatnot. I'm able to I can magically mend them together. You might still be able to see some of the flaws where they were broken, but it only if you want. I don't want to mess with them if you
Certainly, yes. That would be wonderful. There's spare wood in the yard, if you needed it. They're dry in a shed. Why don't I? She climbs down a ladder. Here, I'll go and fix you up some warm drinks to fight the cold. Thank you all so much. The two of you have been awfully, wonderfully generous. She walks.
It's a lot to just have a place to stay. It's been kind of an exhausting week.
Well, I hope the fire warms you to where you need to be. Here, make some tea or coffee.
I would love some tea, thank you.
All right. And she walks off behind the bar towards another area.
At this, Jean-Claude has been sitting in front of this chair, his arms crossed, hand on his chin, stroking his beard, just inspecting it, really taking in the chair.
What do you think about it?
He runs his hands along the chair. Tell me, Cecilia, has this chair served its purpose?
I suppose if someone sat in it at some point, it has.
Well, you know something? I believe it has a life more to live because this little sheep, right here, and he's pointing to the logo. Little sheeps deserve to have more time in the world. It is often that the little sheeps, they get crushed under the society of the wolves. And it is time for the little sheep to run once more. And he's going to one of the legs that is crooked, rip it off and go, oh, fuck, shit. Wait,
Here.
wait, Cecilia. Wait, no, I have this. Hold on. And you see he takes out the butt of his axe and whack, whack, tries to whack it back in, but the nails are all askew and bent, so it's not going back in.
Claude.
What? Yes, yes, Cecilia.
I've been trying to be more assertive the past few days, and
Oh, good for you. I'm happy for you.
So I don't want to make it seem like you're doing a bad job or anything, but maybe you can hold the pieces in place for me, and I can try to mend it.
Of course. You know, I understand you need a steady hand for this, so of course you come to me. Absolutely. Cecilia, do not worry. I have this under control. And he'll just firmly hold the pieces of the chair together. His muscles are actually straining. He's trying to hold them so still. Okay, Cecilia. It is as still as I can make it for you. And you see a bead of sweat start to roll down his brow. It's okay. Do not worry about me, Cecilia.
Are you shaking it because of how hard you're holding it?
Trembling 'cause it's just the strain of his muscles trying to hold it together.
She goes, thank you, Claude. I knew I could count on you. Maybe
Yes.
you have a really good grip on it, and I really appreciate that.
It's okay. I work out sometimes.
Do you think maybe you could try holding it like it's a sheep, gently, and I think it might be more steady that way, because I don't think you'll drop it.
Gently like a sheep. If I were to hold a sheep. And you see he starts to cradle the chair. I'm not really sure, Cecilia, how this would help in fixing the chair, but I believe I would gently cradle the sheep. And, whisper, how are you? You good day? Are you enjoying the weather? And normally the sheep will respond in its own way because I am very in touch with animals, as you know. So I could hold it like this. And you see that his chair leg that's broken up is upside down in his arms with the part that he ripped off laying on top of it. So his chin is resting on top of this flipped over chair.
I think I'm going to hold the sheep, and she turns it to the right direction and lays it back in Jean-Claude's arm.
Cecilia, be gentle.
Okay. And I think we'll get the hang of this the more we do.
Yes.
And she tries to make it so mess with however she needs to make it as clean of an attachment back to the chair, and trying to make sure it's even and things. But she will ask while she's working. She asks, you said something about sheep getting put down by society?
Yeah. I was being existential.
Is that... you can tell me if it's too personal or something, but is that something you are feeling right now, or?
Not something I feel per se, just something that I see. I see a lot of people get mocked or belittled for kindness, and it is seen as a weakness, which I think is, I think being kind to people is actually, one of the bravest things you can do. Genuine kindness, not flattery or, manners or whatnot. I don't know. I never went to school and read the books that you are so read as a med student. But it's just something that you see as you get down in your years. Do you
I
feel
see.
that way?
Well, kind of. Not. I don't think exactly. You know, Delmira.
Your
I mean,
sister.
she does a lot of good for a lot of people all the time, and I feel like she's pretty well respected for that, you know? I don't feel like people are actively, that I've seen, try to put her down or anything like that, but I feel like most people don't realize how, well, I didn't even realize till doing all this how hard what she does really is.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't really mention how difficult it is to first get started out as an adventurer, huh?
Yeah, not really. I guess most people don't really have like a blueprint like Delmira in their lives either. For that, they just have to figure it out.
Is she a blueprint? Everyone's path is different. And at this point, he's looking at the chair, which you have mending, right?
Yes, I have the spell mending.
Okay. I assume did Cecilia cast mending? She did? Okay.
Yeah, she was just getting like so like no nails would stick out or pull weird and trying to like salvage as much of it as she could before she mended it together and trying to make sure the legs would be even too.
Yes. So I would like to think that not only are they even, but they're actually a lot sturdier than before with her spell because she took the time to reform it. And also, correct me if I'm since this is new for us, right? The players we're describing what happens.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
Clean Spirit is narrator agnostic, so there doesn't have to be a person to facilitate everything. I'm
So
just
just
gonna.
leave.
Yeah, I'm good. See ya.
Get out.
So yeah.
But you said you
Jenny-
would help keep track of the
Def-
motivation
certainly,
tokens for
yes.
us.
Yeah, did we get
So
one
that you have something to
motivation
do.
from that?
Well, I'll let you complete the
not
scene
yet.
first.
Oh, we gotta put the scene right.
But yeah, Jenny and
Oh,
Emma
cool.
are taking the whole game for a whirl.
Yeah, we're doing our
Ooh.
best. We've got our PDF up and everything. Jenny took extensive notes.
They're
So-
mostly character notes for character ideas and things to talk about.
So as he, flips the, looks to see that they're level, flips the chair over, gives a bit of a wobble. He'll go, "Would you like to test it out?"
All right. Hopefully, I didn't miss something.
No,
She'll-
you did perfect.
She sits down and she goes, I think it's really nice with the carvings he did. must have really liked the theme. And it is a cute theme. The sheep.
Did your dad carve a lot of stuff? And at this, he's starting to move on to, I believe she had a paint can and was up on a ladder painting. And because he's a hot mess with the chairs, and he realizes this, he's going to, I believe she was painting in light blue, right, Tim?
Yes.
So he's going to, as he's asking Cecilia, he's going to clamber up the small ladder that's there with the paint can, and he wants to finish painting the wall so that it's all this nice, like robin's egg light blue instead of, the yellowing paper that's underneath. And so, yeah, but the question he asked as he was climbing up and grabbing the paint can was, did your dad used to like to carve? What did your dad used to like to carve?
My dad, he did everything for everyone in our village for the most part. I mean, plenty of other people were handy enough too, but my dad's he's the best, in my opinion. Our house is really easy to spot because he always just liked to try out new things or experiment with things in his free time. And so it has a more unique look to it. That's why I told Stellar she just had to look for the weird house if she went by. But yeah.
He is being very careful around the subject of her dad, knowing how he has been unable to move and speak these past few years. And Cecilia had been tending to him. So he's gonna dip his paintbrush into the paint, flick it up, and not realize that if you flick it up, paint splatters everywhere. So, so as he goes, did he make like shit? And you see Pat's paint just, a flesh splatter of paint hits the wall that is yet to be done and is all over his face and down his linen top. And he is just going to pause with the brush in his hand, inhale, exhale, and go, did your father make any cool inventions? And start to try to paint in front of him.
She laughed a little bit but didn't want him to notice. She, I'll see if I can find you a rag or something. And she goes to look. She talks.
No, it is part of my aesthetic. I am a rugged mountain man, Cecilia.
I just don't want you to get it on the floor if it
fuck.
step on paint.
Shit.
But I think it's a nice color on you, so that's good.
Oh, thank you. It matches my fur. Actually, now I have paint in my fur. That sucks, because now it's getting all matted. That's fine. I'm cleaning this wall. But was your dad like a tinkerer? Did he like make inventions? If you had such a cool house, I would think you would make like really unique things.
It was kind of more like his hobby and stuff. Our house a lot was his hobby, I'd say, more than anything. I remember one time he spent like the whole days just working on these cabinets in our house. He took out the old ones and he was trying to make them fold in a different way instead of opening them, but still trying to make enough space. And I just remember that because Delmira was trying to cook at the same time while he was working on that day, and his cabinets bent out weird and one fell down over the fire at one point, but it was fine. It got put out very quickly, but
Jean-Claude is laughing his ass off, and as he laughs, because he is such a large man on top of this very small ladder, you see it starts to rock back and forth with him on the top, and he slams a hand into the wall to keep it from moving, but it's into the fresh paint.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm really good. But your dad sounds like quite a fucking character. Would you say that, and as he moves to brush a piece of hair out his face, gets paint all on the side of his face into his hair?
She's looking for the rag. She
Would you say, Cecilia? If you had to pick, like, did you have, like, a favorite room in the house? I mean, if I had a dad who, made such, like, intricate designs, I feel like I'd have, like, a favorite spot to look at and gaze out of as he's repainting over his hand. Then thinks of it and goes, fuck it, and just goes painting on. There's a pan print flat on the wall.
Well, he did make... It wasn't anything, like, fancy or anything, but he made a really nice bench that was fit right by my window really well, so I could get the most light throughout the day for when I would read and everything, and that's probably my favorite. She takes the rag and tries to, like, see if she can get soak in water a bit. And you go, here, will this help at all? I mean, it's fur. I don't know how much will come out.
It's okay. You know what? It is the thought that counts. And give me 1 second. And as he reaches down with one hand, he has the paintbrush in the other. As he's leaning down, he accidentally makes a broad stroke across the wall that is yet to be finished in his reached hand to get it. And goes, motherfucker, and he slaps the rag against the wall and tries to erase it with the rag.
Jean-Claude.
I
can help.
Yes, but I keep fucking everything up. It's nothing new. Hey, Cecilia. Hands her the paintbrush. I will organize something little where I cannot, break shit or whatever.
No, you can do this, I think. I just think maybe just focus on going in small sections instead.
Like when you are chewing a large piece of bread. You cannot just shove it at once into your mouth, as I tend to do. You know, it is best to take little numbs. And as you slowly chew, you can taste the food better. And, the aromas. And I am really hungry.
Well,
you paint, I went to go cook. There's a kitchen here, right? I saw a kitchen. Did you see a kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you take the paintbrush. And he's going to climb down into the paintbrush.
Okay.
Cracks like goes, okay. I shall clean the kitchen up first. This is a little overwhelming, Cecilia. I'm not going to lie, walking into this mess. But as you said, with the painting, we take one section at a time. One little section. And eventually, we shall have a nice space to stay in. And hopefully this woman whose story might be tragic, because I assume her family is dead. I didn't want to ask her.
That's what I thought she was implying, but I was also too scared to ask about it.
Yeah, it's kind of really hard to be like, so I assume they're dead. I didn't want to know how. I didn't want to know whatnot. But I think she could use a little. It can't hurt to help with a little pickup now and then.
I bet it seems like she's been working really hard, so I bet she would appreciate a meal too.
Yeah.
Do you cook a lot?
No. This will be fun. as he pushes up his sleeves further that are now like doused in paint. At
Claude.
yes.
It's okay. I'm trying to be more assertive. She says once to herself again. She goes, I just, if that's what you want to do, I think that's great. Just, do you want to see that all the way through, or it's okay if you decided you didn't like the painting and things, but maybe we should just focus on like one thing at a time so that something actually can get done.
You might have picked up, Cecilia, that when things get hard, I do leave them instead of sitting them out and trying to fight through it. I give up. I should maybe follow through.
I didn't mean to.
He's just awkwardly. You know when you fuck up real bad, everything after that you fuck up with, it's like you're trying to swim. And every fuck up, you're just getting further and further pushed under the water. Sorry, apologies. I know you were almost drowned by the scarecrow when I first met you, which was traumatic for you and me. But yeah. You know how, do you know, it feels like you're drowning with every little thing you fuck up, and so you just leave it?
I haven't gotten that impression from you. I mean, even since we found out about the moon shards, I haven't gotten the impression that, well, you would give up on all of this either. And actually, Timmy, we haven't been doing the
don't we have to do something to
tokens,
roll?
but
yeah, I know. I'm keeping track.
But I'm asking because this would tie into one of her personal goals.
Mm-hmm. You're asking me specifically.
Yeah, so I'm basically I'm asking if I have enough to continue with this. Otherwise, I'll just make her back off and be like, I can't say it now, and then do it later.
The questions from Jean-Claude and you offering a solution for to Jean-Claude in regards to the work being done. Will net you 2 motivation tokens.
Cool.
Yay! We got our 2 first tokens. Or Cecilia did. Cecilia got 2.
Cool. I'll leave it there. She'll back down from that for now. Is what I think. She'll go. I mean, I don't know. But I think things have gotten really hard for us already a lot of times, and you haven't run away from that. So, I mean, Jaime being a werewolf, and that would have been hard, but he didn't leave that, and Stellar was annoying you like crazy, and it would have been really easy just to tell her she couldn't come, but...
Yeah, but you were with me. I was not alone. How could I leave when you were with me?
Well, I'm trying to help you here too, you know.
Oh, no, Cecilia. Hey, listen. And he'll, is she up on the ladder?
Yeah.
He'll, since he's I'm Sue almost as tall as the ladder, rest his chin on one of the rungs with his hand on it and goes, "Listen, you have been such a great help to me just by being you."
I'm just trying to say, maybe it felt like you were running away from things, but I haven't seen that. Not in the time I've known you, which, I mean, admittedly isn't very long, but it's been really a really scary week. So
I'm sorry.
I think a lot of people would run away in that time.
No. Not with a brilliant girl such as yourself. Cannot leave you. I mean, you could handle. I mean, you've seen you, and his chin is still resting on the rung. With the way that you sling your spells around, you don't need me. I'm just happy to enjoy the ride, but it has been rough, hasn't it?
I think it's been easier for not being alone.
I think we're a lot braver when we're not alone. I think we're a lot braver when we have someone who believes in us. And with that, with his paint-covered hand, he's gonna tap her shoulder and then go beep, 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 and draw a smiley face. Now we're twins. I wasn't going down alone with this paint all over me.
I don't have a lot of clothes packed, but that's
He goes, it gives you character. And then just slowly moves down the ladder.
it
Okay,
matches
Cecilia.
well enough, I guess.
You have a beautiful color scheme. It works. It works. Trust me.
I'll
I
go
know
ahead and
this.
say you have 3 motivation tokens.
Yay, Cecilia!
Cool. Both of us?
Yeah, we're doing a group pool.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
3 too?
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, Jenny, get those tokens.
Yeah, she's just like, Jenny, you do everything. We're
I'm like,
both
Jenny's
contributing
going.
very equally, I feel, to everything, We are being a very nice partnership.
Oh yeah. I thought I was from the beginning.
yeah.
I was referring to a group pool of every.
Yeah.
to
Meanwhile, I'm like, damn, Jenny's so good at this, guys. I'm so.
The both of you are so good at this. The both of you are so great.
What I was gonna say is for people who are curious with the Clean Spirit, gaming experience, we have to have group goals and personal goals. So that's what Jenny was kind of bringing up earlier. Our group goals are things that Cecilia and John Claude can accomplish together, and the personal goals are a little bit more close to the heart. So, am I allowed to share with the viewers? Can I do things?
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
it'd be
absolutely.
So one of my personal goals that Jenny knows about, which was find a moment to confess something, right? Is that the one you were thinking of, Jenny?
Well, I was thinking of one of my personal goals, and I
Oh.
decided to shy away from that because I'm like at least trying to I'm trying to embrace the mechanics of that and of the game and see where that leads me in terms of her emotional flow of everything. Like I felt compelled to fulfill one of her personal goals here, but we had 2 tokens and not 3. You're supposed to have 3 to use it. And I was like, well, that works out because it makes a nice opportunity for me to say no, she's not ready for this yet actually, and to move on to later is what I decided.
It's so fascinating too.
Motivation tokens are gained in this scenario when a character asks another character a moving question, or if they help another character with one of their goals, or they offer a solution to a problem, or they deepen their shared history, or if they get lost in thought. That's the entire list. So I've been keeping track of of things that they've been talking about, and when they go from one thing to the next, I'm keeping track of their motivation tokens, which they can then spend on completing their goals.
Yeah.
And our group goals for the viewers are to reduce clutter. Me and Jenny talked about this before we played. To find a book for both of them to read. To honor the loss of life and a life once known. So those are their 3 group goals.
And we each have 3 personal goals, but the game ends when you complete 2 of the group goals and 2 of the personal goals. So, yeah.
We got some goals to complete.
So we're gonna get those tokens.
Rack them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know that we're necessarily playing as like intended, but I like how it leads the narrative, even if we're not doing it like exactly how it says or whatever. I like how it leads the to the emotional flow of things, and I was like, no, I really like how it makes sense, and and how it pushes to like it might be like hard to tell of just watching, but like from like my brain is like it is pushing to ask more and to learn more and understand, and I really like how it sets up, how at least it for me, like it's setting up my brain to like do that well, even if we're not doing it like exactly.
So Dragmire Draws asks, so it's a game of goals, and it's not only just a game of goals, it's ones that are like deeply attached to the emotional place of the characters. You know, how the characters are doing, like fears, like it's very introspective, and I would say this is more, you know, this is definitely more RP heavy. Rather than like, oh, you know, like that you have to work for some of these things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we have 3 token. We can't spend them yet, though, right, Jenny? We should save them up.
We can.
Yes.
We can complete a personal goal or a group goal and play out that scene if we want, or we can keep just role playing and acquiring more, whatever makes sense, you know.
Yeah, are we ready to spend them on a group goal yet? I mean, maybe take our time. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever. Though I do feel this might be a good time
Let's
for
do it.
one of Cecilia's personal goals.
Yes.
With how the conversation was, the one she
I've been trying to help you. I don't know what your goals are.
No, I'm keeping them hidden on purpose in this regard, and I will tell you which one now if we're using the 3 tokens for this scene.
Yes, please
is
do.
She was reluctant to say it before, but I think with the conversation and response already, one of her personal goals is to ensure Claude will stay with her, since she's been fearful about that since his original reason to stay was because of the moon shards being a lead on his niece, and now he knows that the moon shards were manipulating him and that they might not actually be connected to his niece at all. So that's been a little bit of a fear of hers.
I'm gonna cry, Jenny!
I know. That's why I wanted to keep it hidden.
This is
and
the kind of exciting gameplay you find in Clean Spirit.
You happen to guide it in that direction already, Emma, from the whole, like, the running around and doing different things and not committing thing. That actually lended to that, like, perfectly. So I was like, I guess this is the one I'm doing. I guess this is the personal goal I'm fulfilling.
Okay, let's play out this scene. This is gonna hurt. Okay, go for it.
She finally, I'd say now, after him saying very forthright just now about how there's no reason for him to run away when she's there. Um, she was holding it back before. She didn't want to ask because it is hard. But she asks now. She goes, "Are you sure you still want to even do this? I mean, there's no reason for you to anymore, right? The moon
He's-
shards, they don't have. They're not connected to Sylvie."
He slowly turns to look at her and says, I know.
I just don't understand why
Why?
you would you would still want to risk your life if
Do you want me to leave?
no. I mean,
Then why would I?
I just I thought the reason you were coming was to get answers about her.
No. I will always look for my niece. But I have accepted that if I cannot find her, she will always be here. And he flashes a little bracelet on his wrist.
Is that your holy symbol?
But in regards to your question, Cecilia Idlewind. And he's going to stride up to her and cross his arms. I never leave a cadet behind.
I was just really confused. I kind of was thinking while we were traveling after we found out the other night. Thank you.
No. No thanks. No. 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 And he's starting to get upset. Did you I know I'm a lot sometimes. But did you really think that I would just leave you behind, Cecilia? It what it does to your body. And no, Cecilia.
I didn't think you would just leave me. I just thought maybe, like, you'd make sure I was doing okay, or maybe. And then maybe, like, wish me luck or something. It's. I'm glad. I'm glad you want to help me. I just would understand why you wouldn't want to, is all.
Well, you don't need to help on that because I want to help you. I think you're a very intelligent, very strong young woman who could use a friend. And I know I'm like a 30-something-year-old man, so I don't mean that in a creepy way. Please, 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 all the gods above, I don't mean in a real creepy way. Yeah, I just mean it in like a respectful platonic you. Like, please. I mean it. As I could use a friend too. If that makes sense. Yet again, this is very creepy for a 30-something-year-old man.
I never knew that to make friends you just have to go out and do incredibly dangerous things. If I'd known that, maybe I would have started a long time ago.
Yeah, why didn't you grab the moonshots earlier? I mean, fuck me, Cecilia. Do you know how I made most of my friends? Actually, I only had very few through the band I used to have and drinking. That's kind of a rough way to build a friendship, let me tell you.
You don't keep in... Well, you have Kirkosh.
Yeah, but even he lied to me about his name. I mean, I love that man like a brother, but what the fuck?
He lied to you about...
Who he was. It's okay. No, he has every right to lie. I just have to beat someone up for him. He has an alias and whatnot, but he's a good guy. He's my friend, but it again came from a drinking buddy. Luckily, that worked out, but it's not really healthy to have substances in a relationship, no matter what it be. Either way, I thought we were friends, so fuck me, I guess.
Well, I'm glad that we can be friends who weren't in a band together and also weren't drinking buddies.
Yeah, oh my god, the band, Cecilia, the drama. Let me tell you, when we broke up, oh god, it was awful. It was catastrophic. Never join a band. It will always break up. And there will always be a different reason for why it didn't work.
Now that Stellar's not here, will you tell me
No.
what the name of your band was? Oh.
And as he's rolling up his sleeves and walking into the kitchen, he goes, and Cecilia, you let me know when you are done with me. Okay? Actually, you know what? No. If we are friends, I get to stay as long as I want. Okay. And he goes back into the kitchen.
All right. Personal goal and an additional motivation token.
Yay! We get another one. So now we're back to one token because we used up 3, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so now we get 1.
You make
I'll
your way
put
into the
back these
kitchen,
things.
because Fran said she would make you hot drinks, and it's been a hot while. Actually,
I got it. I got it.
she said she would give you hot drinks, but she gave you a hot while.
A hot sec.
Dang,
Damn.
wordsmith.
And this is why he's the narrator, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks.
Ladies and gentle thems.
Babies and gentle thems. Ooh, I love gentle thems.
You make your way into the kitchen, and it's it's certainly the best cleaned part of the best like the cleanest part of what you have seen so far. It doesn't seem like this is the area she tended to first. Where you would see like barrels of like, you know, just different sundries and ingredients and such have been it's not like sort of barren and empty. Now with just like humble offerings of seemingly things she'd use to serve herself, while she fixes the place up. Currently on a sort of like a ceramic stove with a fire underneath is a pot of water that is boiling, and it's been reduced a good bit now. Like all the water's almost gone away, and you see Fran in a chair, leaning against the wall. She's fallen asleep.
Oh.
She's
no.
basically collapsed, like tired.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'll turn off the stove because we don't need a fire. And And then he's gonna quickly poke his head out, run back to Cecilia and go, Cecilia, do you see like a bedspread or something somewhere? Fran passed the fuck out and she'll hurt her neck if she sleeps like that.
Maybe upstairs with the... If that's where the bedrooms were.
There's an upstairs I
should
didn't
look.
even notice coming in.
There's an upstairs. Two-tiered building, yes.
Good. You are so perceptive, Cecilia. Good for you.
I have a good wisdom score. It makes my perception higher. Anyway.
I know you're so wise. This is why we get along well.
You need a 13
'Cause
wisdom
I'm
to
the
see
intelligent
stairs.
one. he goes, I know, this is why we're such a good pal. You are so wise and I am so book smart and intelligent. It's why it works out well for us. Okay, so hold on. He's gonna
she looks upstairs.
Looking upstairs is a little mini labyrinth of of a hallway that leads to multiple rooms. Going to each one, you definitely find whatever you're looking for. But these places seem to have been lived in for a bit. Some of them with an assortment of different possessions that might have belonged to an assortment of different people. But it's clear that these have been here since. These have been here aging with the place. So. But you find what you're looking for.
Yeah. She tries to decide if it's easier to bring her upstairs to like a bed or something, or to bring like he said something downstairs for her.
Yeah.
She just she'll bring something downstairs to hopefully comfortably sleep on, at least the comfortable lore.
Like, did you find like there's like a pallet, a fuzzy blankie, anything up there?
There's a lot of stuff up there actually. Like
Ooh.
tons of stuff.
Oh no, more to clean.
Here I can help.
Here, let's get a nice spot over here. And where's that picture? You had a picture, right, Tim, of what it looks like?
Yes. One moment, please.
Oh, I found it.
It's in the Discord.
Yes. So the kitchen. That's the second floor. I want the first floor. Okay, it looks like there's a bar. I believe there's a bar there.
Yes.
So Uncle goes, you know what? The bar might be a good spot because, if something, I don't know what could happen, but if I throw something accidentally, whatever, or whatnot, paint splatter, she'll be protected by the walls of the bar. It is like a little barricade of sorts.
That's some good foresight. Sure.
I don't know. I also, the smell of liquor is calling to me. But focusing, and he's going to go over to the bar, crawl underneath it to get behind it, and just start picking up, the tin cups. There might be a few broken glassware that he's going to start picking up, and he's just clearing the floor to make it more manageable for a palate. Any old beer bottles or, whiskey glasses that have been unclean. He's just gathering them towards the end of the bar so that he can take them to the kitchen to wash and, getting that floor all cleaned up so that they can pull in the palate so that she can take a snooze.
So, getting everything all nice and set. You gently wake her, so she can move there. She awakes with a very soft stir, looking up towards you. Her eyes are really heavy. There's a lot of energy in her, like forcing her eyes open.
No. Good.
Oh, I'm so dreadfully sorry.
No. I was going to ask you. We have a little bed set for you. Would you like to? You look very, very tired. I could either assist you over, madam, or you're more than welcome to take yourself. But behind the bar, we set up a little nook for you, just to take a snooze, rather than in the kitchen, because I'm going to most assuredly accidentally burn something, or blow something up, and I want you to be far away from the kitchen.
He's not going to burn something or blow something up.
No, I
Because
would
I'm
never.
going to help him.
That is what funds do. We help each other out. So, madame, if you could please step out of the kitchen and onto your lovely mat. Please.
Yes, of course. She stands, but she uses the wall for a moment. She climbs to her feet. The two of you have been very accommodating in my own place of accommodation.
How are you feeling? Have you been working a lot today?
Yes, the days have melted together, it seems, and I've really just been toiling away at this as fast as I possibly can.
Why? Is there a time limit to reach?
No. It just feels like something I should have done a long time ago. You know?
No.
She walks out of the kitchen. She sees the mended chair, the paint on the wall with one handprint on there. But you see, she looks at the handprint. Her eyes sort of like adjust, widen at that, and she smiles a little bit. I like the personal touch.
Yes, I'm quite the artiste. That was completely intentional.
It's extremely personal since it's, his hand.
Yes, and so much is communicated with the hand. A greeting of sorts, so that when people walk into your fine establishment and see a hand put on their wall, they know, it is a open palm, welcoming me in, and a comrade in arms, hand to hand.
Right.
Yeah.
She looks over to Cecilia, but the both of you. And she just goes to Cecilia, "Did you do one of those as well? I don't see any."
Do one of what?
The handprint.
Oh, no, I didn't, but, I could.
You should.
I'd love that. To have something to remember to the two generous travelers who helped me.
All right.
It's nice to paint the stories as you go. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you
Just goes,
so much.
makes a handprint.
She's gonna go ahead and sit down on the She goes to the bedroll, but she starts like, but she's like generally like looking like everywhere, and there's like, she's happy. The miasma that's plagued her for that bit kind of like broke through for a while as she sees the two of you working and cleaning the place up. The whiskey glasses and stuff that you put all to the side, Jean-Claude, it really spruces up like the image of the place.
Yeah, and the broken ones he'll find like a burlap bag to toss them in, because we can't have any people cutting their hands on glass. But the dirty glasses he's going to take into the kitchen to wash up so that they can start working on dinner of sorts or a meal.
Thank you again. I hope the two of you find some good rest anywhere in here.
Honestly, it's just nice to have some problems that we can fix, tangibly. It's nice to. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Cleaning time. And he goes into the kitchen with the glasses and starts cleaning up the glasses and taking stock of what they can use to cook with, if there's anything to cook with.
There's definitely whatever you need.
Okay, Cecilia. Come. We cook.
What do you want to make?
Well, how about and he looks outside. What time is it? How
Yeah, it's getting towards like 9, like
shit. It's getting late. 9 p.m.
yeah, like I was gonna say like between 8 and 9. It could be early 8.
Okay. It is getting dark, Cecilia. We have to pick up the pace now. Let's do breakfast for dinner.
All right.
Pancakes, eggs, bacon. And he's opening, a fridge of sorts to see what's in there. Nix the bacon, no bacon. Eggs. Nope, no eggs. Okay, let us look. I do have a little bit of flour. Okay, flour, one thing. And he's just like scanning the cupboards. That looks like a bit of sugar. Dips a finger in it. Salt. Okay, nope. Okay, we have flour. We have salt. Salty pancakes, the savory pancake. That could be good. Let's just look down here, and he's opening the cupboards below the sink. Yeah. Peeks up.
We do have our own supplies too. We have a lot of apples.
We could make an apple fritter, like the maple fritter assholes.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, get those apples out. Come on, you are my sous chef. Prepare the apples. And he's digging beneath. He picks out like one very moldy potato and goes, potential. Puts the potato aside.
Maybe
No, yes, perhaps.
I don't think it'll go with the apple fritters.
Oh, you know what we could use for sugar, Cecilia? I know. And he runs back to the bar, being very quiet, tiptoes around, and grabs one of the bottles of simple syrup that he saw. That's normally for cocktails. And he sneaks back in and goes, look, sugar, perfect. We could use this for sugar. And then I saw a little bit of baking soda in the back, and he takes that out. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. I feel it coming into my mind. The pancake. Forming the pancake with the apple pancake. A pie. Not the pie, too much work. Pie on top of pancake. Okay, hold on. No, wait. I have another idea. He goes, often in cleaning supplies, there is apple cider vinegar that you could use as a rising agent in the pancake. Hold on. And he sprints off to where he saw a bunch of, pails and mops in the corners, digging through, and just starts opening these different jars and smelling each of them. Nope, that's straight up liquor. Okay, all right, hold on. Nope, all right. And he is going through each looking for apple cider vinegar.
I'm gonna cut up some apples and things.
Is Jean-Claude vegan, chat asks? No, but I was inspired to make these from my vegan friend, and they have so few ingredients, which is why Jean-Claude is using the vegan recipe. Yeah, fun fact. You can use apple cider vinegar to make pancakes without using egg.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, he'll find one jar that has a little bit of apple cider vinegar at the bottom. And he comes in with the jar. And goes, these are also very good for fruit flies, I have heard. You put it in a little bowl and you put it out there for when they are flying around, just to kill them all and run them to the bottom. What purpose is this?
I see. Wow. That's you know a lot about a lot of things.
Around the home, yeah.
Um, have you made these before?
Yeah.
Well,
And he's just quietly parceling out ingredients, grabbing a bowl, washing it out because it's a little dusty. And he's just very methodically moving pieces. You hear the clinking of a metal forks and spoons as he's rifling through the drawer, pulling some out.
you're the captain, so you should tell me what to do then.
How are the apples coming, sous chef?
How many do you need? And she's already cut a few into slices.
Let's see, we have 3 people. I eat for 2. Let's do 5 apples. Give us 5 servings. I wonder if we could use the simple syrup with the apples to make a reduction of sorts. If only we had butter, but we do not. Okay, throw the apples in here. With a bit of the apple cider vinegar, I'm going to go run. Nope, actually, nope, not that. He pushes it over here. He gives her the simple syrup and goes, I'm going to look if there's some cinnamon. I saw like wait, there was a cinnamon stick by the bell because I am sure they were making eggnog. And he scrooches back, goes like, yet again, trying to be very quiet, going through like the dried thymes and dried herbs that one would normally use in a cocktail, finds a cinnamon stick, runs back and goes, you take this. I'm used to it being ground up, but I have not used it as a stick, so take the stick.
Okay. Oh, she goes, I don't know if it tastes good with it, but I do have, and she reaches into her bag of holding and pulls out the remaining chocolate.
Oh! What is that?
Have you had this before? Here,
No.
try some.
What?
She gives him a piece.
It looks
Delmira,
like poop.
Try it though.
He'll take a corner. You see his bovine nose, this big cow man nose, just throws it in. And he has a bit of like a heart attack.
Oh no.
And you see him slowly slide down the wall. His hand clutched to his chest as his eyes are just wide.
Delmira brought it back. Are you okay? You're not allergic.
What was that?
It's called chocolate.
Do you have more?
This is all I have. Delmira brought it, home from her last trip.
You see him all of a sudden stand up very quickly, and this 8-foot-tall hulking furbog man is looking down at you menacingly and goes, "We need to secure more, Cecilia. Soon."
I don't know. I don't remember when she got it, or where she got it, but we're going to be traveling. I bet we'll go through a place with it eventually.
We shall buy them out. No chocolate shall be left in the region.
I'm glad you like it.
Complete monopoly! And then he goes back to, whisking together things in the bowl. He goes, chop up that chocolate! Put that to the side. We'll use it as a sprinkle of sorts. We shall be brilliant! Brilliant! As he starts.
That's a great idea.
I'll go ahead and say, you guys are sitting at 5 motivation tokens right now.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
shit! Okay, so now we're at 2 technically for our next round. We need 1 more. Okay.
Well, it's 5, and that's not counting the 3 we spend, right?
Not
so
counting the
we
3.
have.
Oh,
So we have enough.
Yeah,
to...
this is your current pool.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. Jenny, what do you want to spend it on?
I mean, I did one of mine. We could do a group goal, or we could do one of your personal goals.
So one of the group goals was honoring the loss of life and life once known. I know that's pretty intense, but they've been talking a lot about your dad. And especially Jean-Claude really wanted to talk about the bench to read books on because Sylvie loved reading. And that's something she would have liked as well. So if you want, we can save that scene for later, and I can do one of, we could do a different one, but I just feel like that one might be fun to play out and touch upon.
Yeah, I'm good with anything.
Also, I love how in the system you check in with the player about like, hey, you want to do this scene together because they're so emotionally intense. Like, I feel like in D&D, not that I'm shitting on anything, but it's very hard to be like, hold on 1 second. Can we are we good to do this scene? Like, you just dive in. So it's really nice just to check in and be like, you good with this? You good with this?
Yeah, Timmy
Really
just
good.
shows up and is like, "Hey, now your girlfriend is fighting you and gonna push you off a cliff."
Hey, hey, it's me, your backstory father. You know me? I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. You know me, help. Thanks, babe. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. While Cecilia is chopping up the apples, and simmering them into, like the simple syrup, and Jean-Claude is working on the dry ingredients, he goes, you mentioned your dad made like a reading bench for you.
Mhm. He knew I liked to sit by the window in the morning because it was easier to see, especially if the weather wasn't very, like if it was too cold outside. So he he made it there so I wouldn't have to move the chair across the room every single time, and it fit really nicely.
You have a very good dad, Cecilia.
I do.
He's lucky to have you.
That actually does seem to strike something, and she closes up a bit
Damn
at
it.
that. Um, and she just kind of keeps chopping.
Ugh, shit, I know we're role-playing one scene, but now I'm wanting to do one of my personal ones.
Let's just
Oh,
move it
wait.
then.
Yeah.
Just move it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
He'll say, you know, I, I, I wanted to be a dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was really jealous of my brother. He just found someone who he wanted to share life with. I didn't. So
You're talking like it's too late.
I don't think being an adventurer and a family man go hand in hand, as you've mentioned with your sister settling down with her, boyfriend. Not the road, not a great place for kids. So I really appreciate you sharing the stories earlier of your dad. I like to I like to hear, you know, positive ways that fathers touch the lives of their kids. Because we hear so many tragic ones, you know, so many, you know, people have it rough.
You don't have to adventure for the rest of your life. Couldn't you, after everything, still settle down and have a family if you wanted?
I couldn't even save my niece. Why should I have the ultimate joy and honor and pleasure of being a dad if I cannot do that one thing? Did I make Tim cry? Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep going. It's okay.
If, when someone or something sets out to hurt someone innocent, is it the fault of the people who love that person that happened?
Ouch, Jenny. Fuck.
Because I don't think so.
No, but the pain that you feel. I can barely handle losing a niece. How will I handle losing a child?
I think there's a difference between grief and guilt. And I think you know it's not your fault. You wouldn't think anyone else in your position, you wouldn't think it was their fault. But it doesn't make it any less painful. But I don't know, should the grief you feel over it and the fear of feeling that again stop you from all the happiness you could have if you just went for what you wanted? Is that worth it?
You definitely see, whereas before his hands were still on the counter and he was listening to you, he started picking up again and he started whisking things and his hands are moving as he's grabbing glasses, putting them down, checking the oil in the pan, checking the burner as he shuts down, but in a different way, where he's trying to use the movement of objects. As he says, well, if I have a daughter like you, Cecilia, then it will be worth it. And goes back to pouring the batter into the griddle.
I bet. I bet when we're done with all of this, you'll find someone else who needs you too.
Fucking ouch, Jenny.
Jenny's fucking coming at me with the fucking things today, man. Fucking, who do you think you are?
Fucking ouch! Jenny!
Who the hell do you think you are on this stream in this environment?
Jenny
Have her
Sherrard,
add.
everyone. She's someone you should be overjoyed and terrified to play with. This
Jeez.
woman.
No, you.
Amazing
me.
players.
Anyways.
I am absolutely blessed to
Me!
have two amazing, grade A, fantastic players playing this
No, you.
game with me.
No, you! This is too heavy. Dragmar Dross goes, I can't take it anymore. It's too heavy.
We haven't even
It's
done
supposed
the group
to
goals
be a
yet.
cleaning game.
We are cleaning. We're cleaning.
Cleaning our emotional
spirit.
baggage.
Cleaning
Emotions.
the spirit. Yeah.
It is. It's cleaning the spirit.
Um,
Ugh,
With
me,
that,
ouch.
I need to go dry my eyes. Let's take this moment to take a break. 10 minutes this time instead of the usual
Can-
15.
10-minute break, folks.
Can I add the one bit she was going to add? Just it's so
Mhm.
minor, but she just like, I'll say she keeps chopping things up and for the chocolate pieces into the little bits and waits for a second, and when she doesn't like hear an immediate response, and she goes, and I think when they do, you should help them too. And that's it. That's all I wanted to add.
And with that, we're going on break.
I'm gonna take a shot.
See you in 10 minutes, everyone.
We'll be back.
Come back
me-
to
Finally stopped crying, so we can return.
took a bit. That I had to. Oh boy.
Fuck me, clean spirit. Ugh.
Cassie.
Cassie,
What have you done?
what have you done?
What have you done to us?
We would not be having these conversations right now if we didn't decide to play this. But it's
Honestly,
really
though,
nice.
If you as a DM or, any game you're running, you need a moment where characters have to talk about shit, like they need to have some like emotional, throw this at them. Do it. I dare you. It will come out whether you want it to or not.
These moments of affirmation and opening up to each other. It's what makes people closer. Jean-Claude and Cecilia.
They're nice.
I
people.
can't wait for JT to go back and catch up on this later, when he's not watching football, presumably, I'm presuming. And to be like, what the fuck, guys?
He's like, I'm done.
All right. With that said, why don't we go ahead and pick up where we left off within the kitchen of the Sleepy Sheep.
Sleepy sheep.
Maybe as we're finishing up everything
I feel like their pancakes are coming to a close.
with chocolate sprinkles that aren't actual sprinkles, they're pieces of chopped chocolate, so they will melt, but it'll be delicious, I imagine.
Yeah, you've
Still.
got like some sliced apples that have been soaked in and baked in sugar a little bit. So you got those on the side with these like flapjacks. So actually, it's pretty interesting. Is it the greatest? No, but I think they did good for what they have.
Yeah. And eat. Just try them. Or I used to whenever we'd go to eat in our other game, I just always just do this randomly, and Timmy would just lose it. I would just be like, "Yep." Or I had a pencil, I think I used to have at my old booth, and I would just a couple times
And we consume the pancakes.
like half gestures.
Half gestures, gentle gestures.
Terrible.
But I would assume that we do it at the chair that Cecilia fixed. The chairs that Cecilia fixed.
Yeah.
I'll flip over a table. make it a little less rickety. Put like a a book or something underneath one of the legs so it's more stable, so they can eat their whatever concoction this is at the table. And actually, since he used a book to put it under the table, he'll look back to where there's just like a pile of books in the corner and a bookshelf that has its shelves that have fallen through. And he'll point with his fork and look at Cecilia and go, I have a feeling we could fix that, yeah? Or maybe take some books for the bag there?
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to fix it up. It's easy to organize them too.
Do you have any books that you want to get rid of in the bag? Maybe add it to theirs, like a donation?
Yeah, I'm sure I can spare some. I haven't gotten a chance to read these, but some of them are just kind of dated. She pulls some out. But I also don't want to leave the worst ones either. Oh, I do have, I forgot I have other books. She'll take, the Ruby Spindle. The classic. No, she takes the Ruby Spindle book. She has,
What's that?
I remembered I sent this with Delmira to read, last time she went adventuring, but, she kind of checks, just, her bookmark's still on chapter 3, so I guess she ran out of time.
Ooh, maybe not this one then, if she's still reading it.
I think it's okay.
Couple, okay. And he'll take the book and walk over, and he goes, you are the woodcarver's daughter. Why don't you work on fixing the shelves? I'll start stacking and fixing up these books and arranging them into different genres and whatnot.
Okay. And she will work on the bookshelf.
Yeah,
Make
you know
it
when
stand upright.
you know when you have in a bookshelf, like, it's my least favorite fucking thing, where one, like, for some reason the shelf that lies like this is like askewed or something, and like one side keeps falling. One side keeps falling down, and you have to find ways to push it. It's so fucking annoying. That's what is happening to this bookshelf for sure. So all the books fell on the floor. Yep. I know. It's painful. Tim isn't. That's what I leave you with, Jenny. That's what I leave you with.
Timmy is unhappy.
Tim is displeased.
She is working on it and just fiddling around with it, trying to get the shelves even again. And she asks, you and Jaime were talking about some books, weren't you? I don't remember. What kind of books do you like to read?
I like to read books that really focus on the tropes of coming of age. I'm very more so interested though in like interpersonal relationships in books. How people why people come together, or how they work, how they do not work. It's important for me as a captain to see how these people function together. I come across so many people in my travels that I should be more aware of such things. So those are the books that we discussed.
Oh,
anyway.
like different mysteries and
yeah.
and then
Yep, that's what I read. Yep, exactly. Okay, so let me He is like trying very hard to not say he loves reading YA romance novels. He goes, yeah, a little bit of mystery, a little bit will they, won't they, is always the question, you know. Absolutely,
Mm.
yeah.
Will they, won't they, like, catch the murderer,
Yeah,
or...
what do you like to read? Is your
Well,
favorite medical books? That cannot be it. That is more of your career, not passion.
well, I kind of would read whatever we found ever in town. I read every book anyone owned, basically, in the village, because we didn't have a ton, to be honest. Like, there's no library there. Um, but I like everything, basically. I mean, I read... Delmira brought me a lot of medical books whenever she saw them, because she knew that was the best way for me to learn outside of studying with the high prioress of the temple. But hers were more about divine healing and some practical, but not much about discoveries being made and things like that, or specific diseases and stuff. That's what I was learning from the books. But I like Ruby Spindle. Delmira brought it back one day. She said it was really popular, that they had a lot of copies at the libraries. It's about this adventurer girl named Ruby. I'm trying to remember, because this is a book that's come up in a game before, and it's been
Oh.
so long. I'm trying to remember the exact plot, but it's been over 2 years.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
And he brought it up in Blackguard's gallery today too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Brooke was reading
Did?
it.
Okay, that's why I brought it up again. Yeah. But it's about an adventurer named Ruby, and she has this... Well, you were talking about the interpersonal relationships and things too, and that made me think of it. But she has this companion, and he's like this kind of trickster guy at first, but then he turns more well, he was going to trick her originally at the beginning of the story when she was going off on her adventure, but then he starts to actually like her, and so then he's like all
Aw.
torn and stuff. And
Oh.
but I haven't read the 7th book yet. I
What?
only have up to 6.
Oh,
And then
fuck.
she couldn't find number 7, so I had to skip to number 8. And I'm
This is
very confused about
silly.
what happened, because they went to the Feywild in one of them, and
Oh, no. Fuck that Feywild. They are fucking liars in the Feywild. Let me tell you.
and I
They're
never found out how they got back. But now he's like been a lot darker in this book, and I just really want them to go back to the friendship they had, to be honest.
Yeah, well, the Feywild is a fucked up place, so I get why he's a little... let me ask you, how is the Feywild described in this book?
Well, it's like it was kind of like a cliffhanger at the end of the book, and I didn't get to read the book that focused on the Feywild part, so I don't really know that much about it.
Nah. You know, because everyone says, you know, it's so beautiful, and it's so, you know, it is so lovely, and, you know, the trees are so green there. And meanwhile, he burps. Meanwhile, it is a fucked up, sick, distorted. I was choking on smoke, whatever. And he goes back to he goes, you had me from the beginning, but as soon as you said silkies, I knew I would be fucked.
Yeah, I think I heard that they're supposed to get up to 11 books soon, so they are very successful.
Oh, 11 books. Oh, God.
They're not very long, though.
Maybe I'll give the first one a go. I don't know. Series, it's a lot to dedicate my time to. But what about this one, Cecilia? Okay, it is called Sinfully Sweet. You see him pick up this little
Sinful
small,
and sweet.
sinfully sweet, small black book. He
Timmy is like scared.
This is gonna be a part of my world now. Sinfully sweet. Got it. This is
he
kid.
flips through those purple pieces. Let me just read the passage from this. Weird slip. Weird slip from my lips, forming into his name. Over and over again. He leans down, bending my body to his will, and claims my Oh! He slams the Nope! Nope! Sinfully sweet as a no! Who the fuck put that in this library?
What are you doing? Keep reading, Avius. I'm kidding.
Atheist! No, he'll take the book and slam it on the skull. You have no body! You are a skull! Do not let JJ read this. She is a child!
Apheus, are you okay?
Why'd you hit me for?
Pulls him back up. That sounds like a book you'd like, since you're very sinful. He asks.
He goes, Cecilia, this is not the sins that Atheist wants to commit, let me tell you!
I'm not sinful. I'm just. And I'm just. I can't fucking do this. I can't fucking. Don't give him that book.
You're angelically sour. Angelically sour.
I'm more than angels. I'm above all of them.
I'll give him the book.
A spectral hand. He goes, and the spectral hand kind of comes out and grabs the book.
Oh, Jesus.
And he just goes,
wow, you really can do magic, huh?
Cecilia, do not read that book.
New trick I picked up all by myself.
That's really good work. That's gonna make things a lot easier for you.
Mm.
He goes, also, forgive me. I noticed something. I noticed we're not in the Solarian Empire inside of the building where we're supposed to be.
With all due respect, High Lord Apheus, you're the one who talked to us first this time.
The hand picks him up and he retreats into the bag. The book, the hand does come up again and just grabs the book and brings it into the bag.
Oh, God. Don't go into the bag for a long time, Cecilia. Just close it. Close it. Close it.
Her bodice was...
No!
Close the bag.
Yeah, close the bag. Okay, well, that was traumatic. All right, so... Is there a
You
book
don't
like
read those kinds of books.
I would, but like, I don't. When like an author like really drags something out, I'm kind of like get to the point, you know. Like, oh, I said 11 books. That is a lot.
Yeah, it is kind of excessive, but then you start reading them, and then you're just like, oh, well, I can just read the next one, and then there's a lot of them.
He takes the red spindle and flips it over in his hand. But the guy, he starts out like a jokester, yes, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then he comes to have feelings for her.
Well, he doesn't actually admit it until the fourth book.
But he does eventually admit it.
Well, not to her. The first time we see it happen in the text, he actually accidentally says it to her mouse familiar.
Shut up.
Yeah, but the mouse can't talk. Even though he is conscious of human speech, he can't actually speak the human speech, so he's not able to tell her. And so she just misinterprets all the signals
Oh
from
my
the
god, so
mouse.
the mouse has to live with this burden of these two lovers who are miscommunicating. Oh shit, this is
Yeah.
okay. This is I don't
And they
want to.
haven't even found the spindle yet.
So you see Jean-Claude slowly pulls up. He goes, "What is there another book to give away? Cause I want to read this one."
Oh, yeah, I can find another book. Um, and she looks through the bag for, um, she'll look for through some of the medical books that she doesn't think she'll be that interested in.
Wait, but Cecilia, I don't want to read all the extra lore and stuff. So would you be able to help me like skip over? Do you know what to skip over? Like, yeah, I don't need to know
Well,
world building
maybe
stuff.
when you start reading, though, you might not feel like you want to skip it anymore because it's actually pretty fast paced. They have lots of adventures and stuff together, and they're actually really fun, in my opinion.
Does the author have another series?
Um, she does?
Yeah. Yep.
What is it? I
Uh,
forget.
Grand Verdant. It is a series. It's basically the Ruby Spindle, but gender flipped.
Yes! Hold on! He's looking. He goes, "Do you think it would be here?" He looks at this pile of books.
Um, well, we can look.
Did it come out? Wait, when did it come out? Was it recent? Was it after or before?
I think it was before the Ruby Spindle really got popular.
Oh, that's
So she
great.
written the Ruby Spindle and then she started the second book, but then she started working on this one instead. But then the Ruby Spindle got really popular, so she finished the second book after she published Verdant Wheel.
Okay, here, take Ruby Spindle, and he hands it to her, and he's digging through the books looking for. Was it Verdant Wheel? Is that the other one?
The Grand Verdant.
The
The
Grand
Grand Verdant.
Verdant.
I don't know where I
The
got
Grand
Wheel
Verdant.
from.
Grand Verdant, and he, you see him just flipping, constantly looking at the different bindings. Some of them in different languages he doesn't even understand. He looks up at her and goes, "Was it written in common?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll say you do find through the thing. There is a crossover book between the both of them. It's called A Court of Green and Red.
Shut the fuck up! Are you reading Court of Roses? He goes, "Oh fuck! A Court of Green and Red. You know there is a very, very popular fandom around this book that they are. Some of them are really cool and others are really scary."
Isn't that written by the same author as A Throne of Window Panes?
Yes, it is. It's same as a Throne of Window Panes. And I believe she came out with another series that is House of the Something, House of the Great Blue Sky. She I think she's an elvish woman. Loves elves. All about elves.
Yep, or maybe she just really, really likes elves.
Like a fetish or something.
No, well, I don't know. Her name never struck me as elvish.
Oh
Maybe,
no,
but
I
it
thought
could
it
be
was
a
like.
pseudonym.
Oh wait, no, I thought she was an elvish woman writing about
She
her
might
culture.
be.
What if she's not though? He goes, "You know what? We have to read it, Cecilia." He goes, It's got a cult following. At least we should know what it is about."
All right.
Which book are you reading first?
A Court of Red and Green.
You read the first. You read the first chapter. It's good shit. It's good shit.
You know what? So in
Um,
A Court of Red and Green, get this. It's about this young woman who is a hunter. She provides for her family, and she has to go on a trip by herself to cross into a world she has never been to. Who does that sound like, Cecilia?
Kind of sounds like this other book I read.
No,
Not-
you. As he tosses the book to her. Catch it. We're starting book club on Monday.
She doesn't catch it.
Okay.
One minute.
Picks it up.
No, there's a coat of red and green. Is there the sequel a coat of blue and gray?
No.
I have the books on my shelves. I'm looking at the colors right fucking now.
That would make sense.
Does it?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just did all the colors.
I'm kind of scared to enter into this fandom, Cecilia. I'm not going to lie.
Does this count as find a book they both like? Do we spend our tokens here, Timmy?
Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and you know what? This is that. Definitely. You guys have 3 tokens left now.
Oh,
Snap.
so we have 3 left. We can win the game, right?
We can win D&D.
I think
We
there's,
can win.
I think there's
Clean
one more
spirit.
group goal and one more personal goal we have to achieve. But first of all, before we do that,
We did both of our personal goals.
oh, both of them. I got one group goal. So before we do that, one of you give me a d6 roll.
Oh shit, that's right. Jenny, you do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
You do it. Something
1d6.
catastrophic has to happen.
I rolled a 3, my lucky number.
You want a 3?
Yeah.
So for everyone, when you complete a group goal, the first one, a challenging event occurs.
I forgot which table we were using.
And
What
they-
did we? I think we did.
They come
I
in.
don't know.
They come in multiple. They come in multiple different sort of tables. The hardest one, impossible events. She rolled a 3. We're not doing that though.
I'm doing that one.
There's a structure collapse. Was it a storm?
Oh my
Poor
god!
construction or sabotage? What area is gone? How much damage is done?
No,
The gentle
We're
rain
not
breaks
doing that
through.
one.
not for a cozy RPG.
You guys have been cozy long enough.
Yeah, pick whichever number 3 one is the coolest to me. Do that.
All right, I definitely can't do the challenging one. The second
Cassie
tier.
says she loves the impossible table.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to play a
gosh.
game. I want to play
Yes.
this again, but with the characters made up for the game and do it on the impossible one, and just where we
Yeah.
don't have like the framework of our game already, so that we can just see what happens fully. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I want to do the impossible one so bad. But we are in a relatively nice, and the world's trying to be nice to them right now. Whatever.
Until our sniper guy after us comes back, I
Yeah,
swear.
there's a sniper. A bullet ricochets through your body.
Not right now.
Emma, can you roll me a d6 as well?
Yeah. I'm the-
2
I'm
impossible
the-
ones at the same time. Here we go.
5.
5. Okay. So, you know those movies like Shark or Hurricane or Sharknado?
Sharknado?
And those other movies that
Where is
like combine like 2 natural disasters, like a earthquake,
My God.
Hurricane.
What the fuck did we do?
I would love to do that one day. I just get 2 rolls. I just get to throw a fucking a whale nami at you or something. But today I'm not gonna do that. So, rested above the fireplace is it's something akin to almost like a house sigil, but it's not. It's a sort of like an emblazoned symbol of a sheep with its head held up high and proud. It's made out of carved wood like before, but this wood is very nice. Ebony oak. It should be very it should be very sturdy, but of course, age has not been kind to it, as age is not kind to most things except elves.
I love that. We have an author with the elf fetish now.
Oh no. I gave you a motivation token for the elf fetish thing. I can't believe it. As you all are, as the two of you talk, and I would say, just like in the general area standing next to the bonfire, there will come a point when something happens. Number 5 says it was an accident, right? But someone broke something irreplaceable and priceless.
Oh, fuck.
Who did the breaking? Who did it belong to?
Well, the idea I might have for that is, so she's finishing up, the bookshelf, and they've got the books mostly organized. And when she goes to try to put the bookshelf up against a wall, and they've started organizing the books onto it. With the books they've added to the collection, there's not enough room for all the books, which might be part of why the bookshelf was in such disrepair anyways, was she realizes they were probably stacking them too heavy on the really old bookshelf. And so maybe she goes and gets the ladder again and sees, like, the shelf below that piece that you said was up there, right? The sheep. And says, maybe we can put the rest of the books up here. And she is a trait that has not come out a lot in the game, but she is very clumsy. Is something that is negative dexterity score.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking when she goes and tries to, maybe overestimating, because she is very strong, overestimating her ability to move the ladder and carry the books at the same time, trips and hits the ladder into the wall and knocks it straight down.
Oh, it shatters? Does it shatter, or is it like does it like break up into chunks?
Shatters into 3 pieces.
3, fuck, okay. Oh, boy. It's okay. It's okay. Hey. Mistakes happen. And you have a spell. You have magic.
She looks over to see if Fran woke up.
Does anything happen? What's the matter?
No. Nope.
She's
Rest.
you see
Fran.
she's getting up.
No. I go. I stand in front of her. I stand with my big body blocking her. I go, Miss Fran. I did not mean to pry, but why? And he's leaning down on the bar so that he can further shield her view, giving Cecilia time to fix it.
She goes to pick up the pieces. Is it easy to tell which pieces go where, or is it a little
Turn it
vague?
into a fucking puzzle game!
Yeah.
If she's rushing when she might put it together wrong.
Yeah, you're leading and you're distracting her. Cecilia, go ahead.
She's trying to, but she just feels bad. She feels like they're lying. She was, this fell down. Can you tell me how it's supposed to go so I can fix it?
She leans over to the side of Jean-Claude.
So, tell me, you've been in the business of a hand?
Did Cecilia ask me something?
She might have.
Okay, and she's gonna move around the bar.
It's too late. Cecilia already asked a letter.
She just felt too bad.
As she sees it, she gasps. What happened?
The ladder fell and it got knocked off.
Oh, skies. She walks over to it. Just methodical steps as she's getting closer and observing what you've done. The accident. The unfortunate accident that happened. She gets down to her knees. As she just kind of like places her hands out and begins to gently prod the pieces together. But of course, there's the fissure in between. There's no fixing that, unless you have some really good glue. She.
Celia can mend, right? Use your magic to mend it.
Yeah, I can mend it together again.
Maybe this is a sign.
A sign of what?
She just sits on the floor looking at the former mantelpiece. And she just goes, maybe I wasn't the one that was meant to take care of this place in the first place. I mean, it was going to happen anyway. You don't have to feel guilty about it, I think. I'm pretty clumsy myself.
I don't know if that's what it means. I think a lot of families like these pieces can be broken in many different ways. And it's up to you. And he kneels down next to her. Whether you let them stay shattered and move on to forge your own peace, or see it for what it is. And maybe, and he flips one of the pieces around, you can make something new.
I like that idea. But I just feel like this place isn't really mine to begin with.
Why?
That's, quite a story. I wouldn't want to put that on any of you. You're just traveling
We've had a
by.
lot of heart-to-hearts today. You might as well get it out.
Wow,
It's okay.
I've missed a lot. It looks
Yeah,
like-
it's a good thing you were asleep, but now it's your turn.
All right. Well, Jean-Claude, Cecilia. She looks down at the pieces. And she just goes, I haven't been with my family for a very long time. They were here in old Lucia when I was really young. I went out and tried to strike out my own future at the coast. And of course, that's the young pioneering spirit of someone who has something to prove. But I read, she looks at the bookshelf, lots of stories about people going out and finding love and taking a risk. Just They could have all gone out and found nothing, but they all found something. And I guess it colored my viewpoints a little. My family loved me. My parents, they wrote to me, every day, every week, asking me how I'm doing and wanting to keep an eye out on me, and I lied. when I was doing horrible, when I was scrapping, eating scraps on the street and trying to find my way through, I was telling them that I was alright. They could have helped me. I could have come back and did something for them, helped them with the inn. They never pressured me into anything. Grandpa needed help. He was laying in bed for the last few years of his life. I could have done something, but I was thinking I needed to prove something to myself. I couldn't come back empty-handed or I'd be a failure. That's when everyone just started getting really sick. Something about bullywugs. I wasn't around when it all happened. I didn't see anything. I didn't see my parents' hairs grow gray or anything like that. I was just so stubborn and trying to prove myself. I mean, I kept to it. I found someone I loved. But now I'm here, missing people that I've almost never spent my time with, taking care of something that they've taken care of. I don't have a right to it. I think.
Why would you not?
Look around. This is so many years of care and work that my family has put together, and I have done contributed nothing to it. And now I'm supposed to be the one to take care of it and own it?
Why not? Do you want to?
I feel like I have to.
I didn't ask you if you had to. I asked you, do you want to?
This isn't the only way you can honor them. If not, because I can really tell that they loved this place, but it also sounds like they really loved you.
I think they might have loved you more.
But I barely visited.
So?
I didn't love them back as much.
Yes, you did. You also, my dear friend, and he'll lean down. You are in so much pain right now. Do you know what is at the root of all of that? Love. That's why it hurts so bad. If you did not love them with all your heart, I do not think you would be in this much hurt. And I do not think they would be happy to see you so upset and to feel that this is a prison. So I ask you again, do you want to be here?
Of course I want to be here. I wanted to be here earlier. I wanted to be here years ago, months ago. I wanted to. The problem was I never was here. I wanted to show them that I love them in the best way possible, and now the opportunity's gone. It's all gone. I'm just here with the memories of them and the things I wish I did with them.
I think it's hard loving someone from afar. But just because they're far away doesn't diminish the love that you have for them. And I think they know that. I think they knew that.
Oh, guys.
Grief. At the end of the day, I guess it's just grief is just love with no place to go. Can you fix this?
I think so. Just make sure I put back the pieces, right?
This goes here, and you see this is where our name is, so these two go together. And she assembles it.
They're still with you, you know. Yeah, and I don't mean that in a godly way. Sorry, Cecilia. I mean that they are with you. At the end of the day, we are stories. Let us hope that we are in the hands of people who love us. Hmm?
I like that.
Yes, so make sure to tell them. Put your handprint on that wall. Share the love that comes from your family. Share it. Let people know. They are stories that are in your heart that should be shared. And that is how they will live on. With you. He pats her head.
Yeah. They live on through me. I guess. Wow, this place really needs some cleaning up, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got a lot. I'm not gonna lie. We tried, but you really gotta get some people in here, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like we kind of got distracted a lot looking at like half the paint job and only like a few chairs fixed and a bookshelf
Hey,
and a ladder on the ground.
You know what? The bookshelf, that is a big thing. That is a big move in the right direction.
That's when we finished, I think.
That is when we definitely finished. Yes.
She places her hand in the paint can and just right onto the wall.
There we go.
All right. Well, thank you to the both of you. Yo, we got bits. Sorry.
What? What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means. We got bits.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
bits.
cheery.
We're like, yay! What?
Whoa! First bits of our life.
We don't know what that means, but we'll take it.
100 of them. We're gonna go far. That's gonna go far. Thank you so much.
I think Cecilia, you know, I think it's getting pretty late. Maybe we should go upstairs and find a place to rest.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
And can
I
take this
you
book?
can go.
Can we take this book? He just quickly sides up a quart of red and green. Can we take this book? That's all I want to.
Oh, I have multiple copies. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Cecilia, continue.
And I think out of character, we have the 3 tokens left.
Use them
And-
up.
While we honored one of our group goals, but like we're honoring the loss of life of Fran, I think maybe once we separate away from her, if you want, maybe we should tackle that one for them
Yes.
personally.
Yes, I agree. Let's do it, Jenny. Let's do it. Fuck me up. Let's go.
So going upstairs with the all the clutter and everything, and clearing out a space that's good enough to rest in for the night in one of the rooms. I'd say Cecilia goes you know, maybe we can do something to let your niece know, and maybe my father, that we're thinking of them, even though we have to be far away.
I think
If you want. She like suddenly like is like, maybe that's too much.
He goes, I think that is a beautiful way to put it, Cecilia. And he'll look in his bag and go, oh shit, I gave Stella my Tinder box, otherwise I'd light a candle. Fuck. No, it's Jaime. Jaime! Stella has my drum. Oh boy. Oh, that's okay. She can keep that. I don't have a Tinder box to light a candle.
I can make a light, but it's not a fire.
That's probably for the best, honestly. We don't know what ingredients are in this room that
You're
are highly
right,
flammable.
actually.
Yeah, let's keep it a light.
Instead of lighting a candle, she casts light on a candle.
Yes, this is Kitty safe. Jean-Claude safe. He'll go, do you have something of your dad's that you want to, do you have with you?
She, I think, I gotta think about, do I want to bring it that direction or not yet? She'll look, she doesn't have anything specifically of her father's in her bag, but she does have the nightcap from her sister Delmira, and she does have the oh, I guess this would be. She has the holy symbol that was her mother's, but the holy symbol specifically was carved by her father. So actually, she does have that,
Oh.
and she places both of those things. Um, I know it. I've never told anyone this. And I don't regret. Well, I don't mind taking care of him. My father. But leaving was easier in a way. I don't know if I'm. And she is struggling really hard with this. She goes, I don't know if I'm ready to acknowledge the loss of him, of the 2 years he's lost. Those he's already lost, but more than that, I'm not sure if I need to move on from him entirely. I am really worried that I haven't even told Delmira this. I've been keeping him alive for 2 years. And he can't even tell me if he wants to be here. I don't know if it's the right thing.
Okay, though. If there's one thing I have seen in examples of good seems like such a simple world of a loving parent. What they want more than anything in the world is for their children to be happy more than anything. And given what your dad you've told me about your dad building you a bench so that you can sit by the window and look out into the world. To know you have finally left the bench and are exploring it on your own. Are you happy?
I'm not sure yet.
That's completely fine. but know that your happiness means the world to your dad.
She just half, but just half hugs Jean Claude.
This is the first time this hugged him. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do.
Roll initiative. Do something.
He will go like this for a moment, a beat, realize what's happening, and just slowly, without making her feel trapped, if she lets him, will put his arms around her and just give her a gentle back rub.
After a bit, she'll ask, do you have anything?
I have just a little thing. And he takes very carefully this woven bracelet from his wrist. Sylvie, in case you couldn't tell, made this for me. When she was a baby, she was always curious. And our favorite game to play. She spoke much later. Some kids, they speak early, they learn different skills in a different way, but she always spoke. She wasn't a big talker. She spoke later. But when she was very little, like about, almost 1 year old, she would have this game where she would want to know everything. So she'd point and point and point and point because she wanted to know the name. She was so brilliant. And I remember her pointing at the same thing multiple times, and I'd go, yes, Sylvie, that's a tree. Yeah, it's a tree. Yes, over and over and over. She is the smartest kid I know. And I see too much of you in hell and vice versa. And I just like to think that if Sylvie or any young woman who is bright and brilliant and kind and wants to do better or alone in the world, would I let them travel alone? I don't care that I was assigned to you, Cecilia. I don't care that you're very... I mean, I do care, but yes, you are similar to my niece, but you are a very kind young woman. And it is my honor and pleasure to be in your company. And I honor my niece, I think, by looking out for young ladies who are too curious for their own good.
I bet, when we find her, you'll have a lot of exciting stories for her.
You two are going to get along like thieves, and then I will be out in the cold, and I will be jealous as fuck. He's just smiling. So, cleric, tell me, a prayer. What do we say? Oh, ye gods, for those whom have listened, convey this message.
Maybe maybe we can just sit here a bit. I don't know that I have the words. Not for them yet.
I don't know if I want the gods to heal either. It's a good point.
I don't think we need them for that.
No.
And she'll just close her eyes and just be for a bit.
So, how many goals have we crossed out?
All of them.
We did it! We win! This was painful as fuck!
Cassie, look what you did to us.
Ouch!
Look what you did to us.
Ow!
This wasn't relaxing at all. I cried.
Ow! Ow.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Spending that night in your contemplation and in a cleanliness of your own creation, hidden from the rain and detached from the chaos, you find your warmth amongst each other. And that is where we're going to end this session of Lanya Expedition.
Yay! Also, Cassie, we're so excited for your tarot.
Oh my gosh.
Cassie.
So
Cassie!
I found this one ages ago. I don't remember how, like probably on Twitter or something, and I sent it to Timmy because I was like, this sounds like exactly like something we would love. And then he brought up out of the blue because we were running 2 streams for the next couple months, and so we were like feeling really swamped. He's like, I was thinking we could just like wind down and do this one you sent me ages ago. And I went on your Twitter and like was looking at things, and I saw the new game, and I read it all that night, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be freaking obsessed with this too.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yes. And
Put
also,
that page
please
up.
chase the
I'm
ghost.
throwing money at it.
Put that page up, baby.
Goodness.
Super excited. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for the friends in chat. Oh my gosh, this has been such an active chat session.
It's been so wonderful having all of you and
Yes.
witnessing
Cassie,
this.
Chase the Ghost, Dragmar Draws. Thank you, friends.
Thank you for coming. I'm glad
Thanks for coming.
I'm glad you guys got to listen.
Witness our
Watch
pain.
it.
Oh goodness. For the podcast readers, whenever this comes out, check out Tangled Blessings.
We are.
But yeah,
Kickstarter on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
February the 1st.
Wednesday the campaign launches.
let's go.
Let's go. Get
We-
some tarot.
We're definitely gonna play that. We're
The
definitely gonna
hype
play that on
squad.
stream. 1,000%. I'm just letting you know right away.
Me and Jenny are ready. I have
Oh
5
yeah.
decks. I'm ready.
But yeah, thank you all so much for this charged session of Lanya Expedition. Thank you all so much for coming. A big and large, resounding thank you to Cassie Mothwin for giving us the tools to kick dirt at each other's heart and really wail at each other.
Cassie said she's gonna give us a free copy!
That's so
Need.
kind of you.
We'll play it. We'll play it for you, Cassie. Don't
Oh.
threaten us with a good time. Jenny and I are ready.
With that said, what was it like 99% of playtesters like when they played the game they fell in love with each other, right, Jenny?
I'll do it.
No, in
I'll
your
do it.
video, she said something about like all but one of the playtesters so far romanced their rival, and I was like, yeah, that would be us too.
Don't threaten us with a
100%.
good time.
Honestly, when I heard that in the little video, I was like, okay, well now I have to read it. I was like, yeah, the whole focusing on the rival stuff, and I've been wanting something dark academia for like a while too. It just like hit everything I've been wanting for like a bit, and it's like we're like, oh, that's perfect. Two players, like if we're down like a DM or something, like we could just do this. It'd be so fun. Like it's
And I will romance Jenny unashamedly. I've done it with 2 of her characters, and I'll do it again.
Hell yeah. And I'll watch.
And I'll watch
It's
it
gonna be
all.
awesome. Okay. I'm kidding.
I'm super excited. Oh, so just general end of session announcements like always, since we have the second session of our Level Up Advanced 5th Edition stream, the Blackguards Gallery, this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We pre-record that, and so we recorded it today, so it was a lot of fun. So, and of course, we will be back next Sunday. We'll have the YouTube video up. Well, I mean, the people who here don't need to know, so we have a YouTube video up the next day, and in 2 days, rather, and the podcast up tomorrow of this, and yeah, I think that's all of our announcement things, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's it. Well, with all of that, thank you so much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.